Hello everyone, it's me, Anthony Couch, a guitarist on YouTube. I love legato, that slippery, smooth technique we all know and love that sounds excellent in runs and little licks that go up and down the neck. But I'm also aware that it can be quite tricky to get into, so today I'm going to share with you 10 exercises that aim to help you to master the technique. In the description of this video, you'll see a link to my Soundslice page, completely free. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. You'll see all 10 exercises, but today I've singled out 3 of the most important to just go into a little bit more detail with you now, but make sure you click that link and have a look at all 10 exercises. So here's example 1 from the Soundslice page, and it is just a quick introduction to the very idea of legato, to be played smoothly. That's what legato is. It sounded like this. And the thing is that this turns into super fast, smooth playing that you all know and love. But at this complete foundational level, it's all about both hands, but this hand has to really clamp down on all those strings. That is so important. Make sure that you're handling the handling noise. That's what we describe all that stuff as. We don't like that handling noise, so you have to get a grip on it. Put that palm straight on those strings, leaving only the string that you want your audience to hear. You know, legato really does promote an excellent hand position because you have to have your fingers ready where they're needed. And that is in the cases of both hammer-ons and pull-offs. Always make sure, think, where is the palm of my hand? A lot of the times my students have the palm of their hand up here. Look what that does to my fingers. Is it possible to do legato with your hand up there? Yeah, and your thumb there. But you don't really want that. You want nice position. So then you could potentially play bigger stretches that wouldn't be possible if your palm was all the way up there. Let's jump in at example 5. It sounded like this. The position shift. You know that this legato stuff is really in its elements when you traverse up or down the neck. Traverse is a nice fancy word I just used. I didn't know I was going to use it till I just said it. I feel very clever now. And this, you know, so once you've got that, you might want to split this into 2 and practice that next section. There's 2 things I want to bring up where you would go next. This finger snap, it has to jump straight up to where it's needed. So I'd practice just doing that. Because many times, when this goes up and down the neck, it's that finger 1 that's going to be in charge. Okay, the second thing I want to bring up is the picking direction. Here's a string. Imagine this guitar neck is a string, my arm is another string. I like to do inside the string picking by going upstroke there, downstroke there. Upstroke on that string, downstroke on that string. You might want to do over or outside the string picking, down and then up. Doesn't really matter at all. The result is the same. This is outside the string picking. This is inside the string picking. I actually got it cleaner with outside the string picking today. Doesn't matter. Now example 7 is a really, really important one. It marries together legato, hammer-ons, pull-offs with slides. It sounded like this. It's built off the exact same thing. In fact, it is this, just an octave lower. But instead of picking that next one, we're making everything nice and slippery smooth by adding that little slide up into the new section. So a lot of that is not even picked. It makes sense that if your technique that you want, you know, the result that you want is to make the music sound smooth, that you would do as few picks as possible. And that's what that slide is useful for. And never is it more important to clamp down on that handling noise. My hand is permuting that bottom string, and these tips of these fingers are curled over, and they're also muting strings 1 and 2. So then when I do this, you're only hearing the stuff that I want you to hear. If I don't do that, instant handling noise that we do not want. Well, there you go. Legato, that slippery smooth sound. I remember the first time I heard Rubina by Joe Satriani. That's when I first fell in love with legato. I saw the tab in the book and I thought, impossible. No one can be that fast. No one can have that much coordination. No one would ever be able to play that. And I would have loved YouTube to have been around back then, and for stuff like this to be available back then. So that's why I do this. I really do hope it helps anyone out there who's in the same boat as me, wanting to get better on guitar. Thank you so much for watching. Come and join us over on the Couch Potatoes Guitar Facebook community, the community that I always forget the name of. We'd love to see you over there. Special thanks to these names. They support me on Patreon, which is excellent. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.